Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 21 of your Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. As in today's episode, we're running up in the year 2025 offseason as the Detroit Red Wings look to improve upon their very successful season. As we got eliminated in the conference finals. This is where we wanted to go. Unfortunately, we did lose in a quick 5 games. We didn't last very long, and it was a demolition derby for the Columbus Blue Jackets. It was a very easy series. It was a lot of close games. Every game that the Columbus Blue Jackets won, they won by 1, and that's without a doubt that we need to improve and we need to become a better team this upcoming offseason. Now, we don't have very much wiggle room this upcoming season because of the fact that we do got to get Shane Wright. We also got to get another goaltender on the team, because as much as I would like to go with Josefson throughout the season, I don't want to tucker him out and make him the starting goaltender right off the get-go. I don't want to do that to my poor mans, right? Because I don't think he's going to be yet ready to be that big starting goaltender. I think he's going to be a backup guy. So I think the game plan going into free agency is to get a nice veteran goaltender to help out Josefson going into the 2025-26 season, and hopefully they could do very good. Now, you're probably saying, why not Grubauer or David Rittich? These guys were dog shit, and I'm going to say that straight up. 29-19-3 at .905, and Grubauer has been one of our starting goaltenders for the past 4 seasons, and he's put up some very consistent numbers. But honestly, when you get to the playoffs, he struggled. He let in a lot of big-time goals, and as you guys can see, we lost by 1-goal games, and it means we didn't get the saves that we needed from our goaltender. Now, Grubauer, you can probably see by his stats, he did pretty good, but, I mean, David Rittich, he got swapped out because of the fact that Grubauer struggled right out the get-go, and then Rittich got thrown in there, but then Rittich struggled, and then we threw Grubauer out there. Oh, man, it was a whole shit ton of mess. But that's the game plan with the goaltending. Defensively now, practically going to keep it the same way. I don't think anything's really going to, oh my god, nothing's really going to change. We're losing Christopher Tanev, but the plan is to maybe pick up some sort of veteran play alongside of Weston Moen on that top 6 pairing. Now, the problem is how well will he play with his ice time, because of the fact that Weston Moen is going to want more ice time. And that's going to hurt us morale-wise. So I think we do have to trade away Weston Moen, even though I would like to keep him. But with his ice time concerns, he's going to want to play more ice time, and we're not going to have room for him to play since we have Abel Gray, Brandt Clark, Larkin, and Jones, right? This is our main core. I like the main core that we have. Now, maybe, actually, no, we have Jones. Maybe, I was thinking Weston Moen wouldn't be too bad, because he's not that bad defensively, right? You got Abel Gray and Brandt Clark. Brandt Clark's right-handed. We do need another left-handed guy, and Abel Gray could be a huge trading piece to any other team. He's a physical guy, but that's what we got Seth Jones and Brandt Clark for, right? We have already 2 big guys on the defense core, and Weston Moen wouldn't be too bad to help out in that top. I mean, he could play perfectly alongside of Seth Jones, right? And then Syorkin, I mean, he plays the same way. But we'll have to see what we do, right? I mean, Weston Moen, I think we definitely do keep. He's a perfect offensive defenseman. He did pretty well throughout the season, and we need an upgrade on the power play. I was taking a look at the stats for why we kind of did bad, and it was our special teams. Our special teams were definitely not the greatest. Our power play was at 12.5%, and not just that, our PK was also pretty, I mean, that was pretty good. 82.4%, I think it was, for our power play, for our PK, I mean, which is better than what it is for our power play, but we need to improve upon our power play and a little bit of our PK. But we also got a big defenseman in Sergei Kulisov, who's going to be coming through the system probably the next year or 2, right? So we got to look towards the future, and I think Abel Gray will be the next guy that we move out. I think this is a guy that could go to some other team. He has 1 more year left on his entry-level deal. Same with Brandt Clark. But I think we keep Weston Moen. He's going to be a cheaper guy. I think he's going to be a lot more of a useful tool. Shane Wright, on the other hand, we're going to have to give this kid a contract extension. We don't know how much he's going to want, but we are going to have to bring him into the team. Now, I think he's also concerned about ice time. No, he's not. He's just individual performance he's been struggling with, which, I mean, he didn't do too bad this year, 57 points, but I think we really need to see a year where we get that stepped-up version of Shane Wright, right? He had a great year this year in the playoffs. 16 games, he had 13 points, which is what we were asking from him in the playoffs, and he did that. He brought that A game that we needed him to bring, but we definitely need him to bring it again coming towards this playoffs. Toffoli, we're going to lose him, but that's because of the fact that we are so deep prospect-wise. We got Burrows, Hoffman, and Hoiza Harden all ready to go for this upcoming season. Harden, fourth line guy, he's ready to go. You got Darren Hoffman, he is all ready to go for this upcoming season. And not just that, our young stud. And Connor Burrows, who we picked up 8th overall in the 2023 draft, is almost ready to go as well. So the prospects here in Detroit, they are developing. So we're almost ready to kind of go. But we're going to get up to the draft. I think the deal for Abel Gray is definitely going to be something that we got to keep on our mind. So Arizona and Toronto, wow, they get the 1 and 2 picks, but I'm going to sit back and chillax. What we do with Abel Gray is a real big question for me, because I'm not too sure what we do with him. Now, we can maybe piece together a trade where we trade away Mantha and upgrade the team, but I don't know if I really want to do that right now. So here's all your retirements. King Henrik retires with 540 wins. What a career for Henrik, as he's retiring as a 43-year-old. Congrats to him on his great career. Also, Marc-Andre Fleury retiring, cannot speak English. Same with Cam Talbot. Congrats on all those guys. And then Malcolm Pavelski, Couture. Nice job there, boys. And then where are we at? Fuck, what Detroit? No, we don't have any retirements. Sweet. Okay. So let's continue the sim, because I don't want to go after more picks. That is a definite thing that I don't want to keep doing, is keep going after picks, keep going like after that. I don't want to do that. Pastrnak, he had a pretty decent season this past season, 63 points for us. I need Pastrnak to do better. I need him to be that playoff level that we had for Pastrnak. I think we keep the forward core the same. I like the way that the forward core works with Larkin, Mantha, and Zadina, Shane Wright, Landeskog, Pastrnak. It works. It works to a teat. Bertuzzo, Anthony, probably will have Connor Burrows maybe alongside of them, right? They're two big defensive guys between Anthony and Bertuzzo. Ryan Hartman, he's going to be gone. So really the last thing we could really do is just trade Abel Gray for a couple picks, or maybe even a goaltender. Hey, you know what? That would not be a bad idea for us, going after a goaltender here in this draft. So let's see what there is for picks-wise here in this draft. Also, guys, just to let you guys know, the webcam that you guys see now, I know you guys see so much headroom, like it's about arm's length of headroom that I have. I am going to begin my camera. I do have my camera now, but I need to set it up. So I got my tripod. I'm going to start using it once I'm able to get it all set up and shit like that, and then it will actually have a better video. Not just that, it will be also not much headroom, and you guys will actually be able to see my face more clear, which will be nice. Anyway, so there is actually a decent amount of good prospects in the first round from what it looks like, from what our scouts have scouted. Like Stafford here, 21st overall, he's elite. Probably Dadanov or this Bileski guy might be elite, so maybe going after a first round pick wouldn't be too bad of an idea for the Detroit Red Wings. But let's jump into this. I'm not waiting any longer. Let's find a trade. Let's see what we can get for Abel Gray right off the get-go. Let's see if we can maybe get any goaltenders, just anybody, just in particular, right? Let's see if we can get somebody. Didn't mean to edit the train block. Just anybody in particular for Abel Gray. Now I know it's Abel Gray, probably a big defensive stud, and we could get rid of Jones, but we need to worry about veteran leadership on the team. We can't just go for a young defensive core with Seorkin, Gray, Brian Clark, and Weston Moe, and I don't think it's going to go very well. So I think the main goal for us right now is just to play things smart and build the team up, and that's what we're going to do. Brad Lambert would be perfect, but we already got a Shane Wright, and we don't need him. So let's see if we can find a goaltender that we could pick up for dirt cheap, someone that could play this season, could be a really good starting goaltender for us, could be a huge playoff performer. That's a lot of money for a long-term deal. Because if we could not sign, oh my god, what the fuck? Why did they sign him to such a big deal at $6.4 million when he's not even a starting goaltender, dude? Damn, bro, that's a lot of money for nothing. Varlamov, yeah, there's looking like there's fucking nothing, man. God damn. I think we keep Abel Gray for right now. just until this draft is done. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Because we can keep Abel Gray until as long as we want. We got until next year. So we're going to keep Abel Gray for right now. And I think I want to hear your guys' opinion on that too. I want to see what you guys think about us maybe trading away Abel Gray. Or should we trade away Weston Moen? I want to hear your guys' opinion on it. Because that is definitely a big, fucking really big player for us that we are talking about. So I definitely going to need your guys' input on this situation. So the second round, I'm not really seeing any big prospects that I can like say, hey, that would be perfect. I would not mind another defensive prospect because of the fact that we'll be getting rid of some defensive people here soon. I wouldn't mind getting somebody like a Nicholas Severson to bring into the yeah, it's fucking. There's gonna be no good picks for us anyways. We don't have anybody for picks this season. It's just the bottom feeding picks that we have. Lucas Sylvester, will pick him up. High fringe star. That's what I kind of thought. I knew most of these guys weren't going to be very good. I knew that for a fact that most of these guys were not going to be the greatest prospects in the world. Travis Myers from the Prince George Cougars. Yeah, we're just going to send. That was a rough draft for us. Oh, I should have checked the fucking front of the draft. Damn, boy. That's okay, though. Martin Broder, there's your kind of your top 10, but we don't get to see the potential. Sorry, guys, about that. I should have did that. I'm a dumbass. I guess I'm just focusing on the Detroit Red Wings way too much. But we could go check out the teams, I guess. We know Arizona and Toronto, we're right up in the top. So we can go check out Arizona with their top stud that they just picked up, which is Martin. 82 overall Martin, yes. Ruben Martin, 82 overall. He's a sniper. That should be a sick-ass player amongst the other centermans that they got here in the fucking Arizona. Jesus. And Toronto, they got lucky. They jumped up big time, and they got Laurent Bruder, sniper for the team. So that should make this team even more deadly here in Detroit. They're declining. They lost Matthews, too. Damn, boy. Damn, that sucks. Anyways, let's get back to Detroit. As we got a lot to think about now. Defensively. Our offense. Shane Wright, we want to lock you up as much as we possibly can. I'm fine with 6 years and $9.6 million for Shane Wright. I am fine with doing that. We lock up Shane Wright on a pretty nice deal. The next year we're going to have to worry about Zadina, Athanasiou, Bertuzzo, Toffoli. We're going to be releasing you. Sorry, buddy, but we don't need you anymore. Veleno, that's a perfect deal for you. We'll give you that. Hartman doesn't want to be here anymore, so see you later, Hartman. See you later, you. And then we need to sign Connor Burrows, who had a crazy season there for the Kingston. And Kingston, fucking the Kingston, what do they call it? Frontenacs? They always develop good prospects. Same with the London Knights. Always having good prospects along their teams. Igor, Hosea Hardening, give you a deal. Glenn Gowden, yeah. Bregan. Get all these prospects. I mean, you never know. These guys could be depth pieces for the team. Probably not, but I mean, they kind of get stuck. I hate. Okay, this is the one thing I think EA has to fix is the medium top 6 development, because I know like you gotta like put them on the lineup, but no, you gotta just. I like two-way forwards. I would like two-way forwards to be a bit better in the game and develop a bit better in the game, especially for medium top 6 and especially for medium top 4 defensemen, because they never fucking develop unless they're a sniper or a playmaker. Like, my lord, I would like to have a little bit of a two-way game sometimes and have a little bit more depth, but it's like I've been watching a lot of 2BC support man, and all he uses is power forward snipers and power forward snipers playmakers, and it gets you the best lines it possibly can. It's like a cheat code, and it shouldn't be a cheat code. Right? It shouldn't be a cheat code for a fucking game like this. It's NHL. It should be very tactical, but apparently not. EA just apparently cannot put together a proper game. Christopher Tanev, I don't think I want to bring back this season. Should be 4.3. He's gonna drop a lot more though. He was dropping last year. He's gonna just drop a lot more. We don't want that. We're gonna just get rid of him. I'll be better off without him right now. And Edmondson, we locked him up to that stupid deal. I can't believe we did that. How many 2 years with this fucker? Damn, bruh. Damn, bruh. That's okay. I mean, we don't have any really buyout. We can just buy him out. How much? That would save us a bit, but we could just trade the guy away too later on, or we could keep him as depth. Doesn't really matter what the fuck we do with him. It'll be useful to the team somehow. And then goaltending-wise, Josefson, we're hoping that he will jump up, but Riddick, you're gone. Grubauer, thank you for your time here in Detroit, but you're gone as well. And Mantha, you're gone as well. So the goaltending core is looking a bit demolished for the Detroit Red Wings, a bit different for the team, but we got most of the people that we wanted on the team. Shane Wright signed, and we're still going to have a decent amount of money, I think. I don't think we're going to be too badly broke. We're going to have $9.4 million heading into this year's free agency, which gives us a decent amount to go after. I mean, we got all the depth forwards we need, right? You got Connor Burrows, who is looking pretty well defensively. Darren Hoffman, who's not too bad defensively, and Hosea Hardening, who I hope improves a bit more. Now, we are going to be picking up a depth guy. Of course, we're not just going to leave it like that. That's definitely going to be something, but probably not a third-line guy because of Connor Burrows will probably be a third-line guy, so we'll look at that. Also, Weston Moen, is he still a top 4 defenseman will be the big question. Or is he back to top 6? He's back to top 6. Okay, so we're not going to be worrying about trading Abel Gray now. We're going to rely on another year of Weston Moen, and I think the best idea is to just keep the way that the defense core is unless we see a possible trade that can help the team out. Then we'll make that move. Coaching staff. I think we're going to stick with the coaching staff the way that it is. Shipley, I mean, he got us to the conference fucking finals this year, didn't he? 47, 32, and 3. A 9-7 record in the playoffs. He did very, very well for us during the playoffs. I think he will continue to develop as a good coach. And we got the assistants to be able to build the team. Aiden Genoway, fuck, man, that's a beast of a coach. A+, A-, this horrible PK guy. And I think that was the big thing. We weren't able to get goals, but I don't want to just fire up Shipley and just ship him out. Because I love Shipley. He was a good coach for us this year. I think we keep the way that the coaching staff is. They did good this year. We have belief in them that they could do it again. Okay, well, we're going to have that belief in them. So, wait. Do any of them need to get a contract extension? No. Sweet. So, let's get on to free agency, and then we'll wrap up the video there. We'll see how good the team looks, maybe to see if there's any improvements that we need to make for the Detroit Red Wings. But practically the team is pretty well set for next year, I think. I think we're all ready to go. Noah, oh my god, dude. This is a stacked fucking... Oh my lord, he got Hannafin. Hey, our boy DeBrincat. Yamamoto, Spinajad, Chevy. What's in goaltending-wise? Riddick, there's nothing for goaltenders. But there is Freddie. Freddie Anderson's there. Linus Omark, our old buddy, is here as well. Oh, we had him for like a year, and then he kind of shit the bed. He's definitely not going to be our goalie. That's a guarantee. But there's really no goaltenders. The only goaltender that I really contemplate on picking up is Frederick Anderson. Even then, he hasn't been doing very good in the teams that he's played with. But he did take the Toronto Maple Leafs on a huge run. So that is something to maybe look at. But he is 35 years old, so what happens if he drops off the face of the earth? That's going to be the big problem. Caden Premu, 35. Oh my god, he was pretty good, but his goals save percentage is not very good. In the playoffs, he did pretty decent with a 9-10. But there's really no good goaltenders here, unless you want to go with Stuart Skinner. But once again, he wasn't the greatest for the Edmonton Oilers either. He struggled, but once he got into the playoffs, he was a beast. So maybe we give Stuart Skinner a try. We go with Josefson and Skinner, 2 young goaltenders, right? But do I want to go with 2 young goaltenders, right? Yeah, that's the big problem that I'm going to be looking at. I don't know if I want to go with 2 young goaltenders and rely on Josefson and Skinner to carry the team. And it's been a real big problem for us goaltending-wise. So let's take a look at it if there's any other teams that are trading away a goaltender right now. Just trying to offload somebody. We'll look at teams to see. Yeah, it looks like fucking. I hate goaltenders. I hate goaltenders. Hate goaltenders. You know, it's a pain in the ass to fucking find them sometimes. Goalies, so and especially in the later on years, it's so hard to get a good goaltender later on because it's just the prospects don't develop. It seems like Holtby. You see a lot of teams that don't even have fucking 2 goaltenders half the time. They just have 1 good goaltender. Shiorskin and Chicago. Like, we had Matt Murray, and then after that, I would have been shit. Like, fuck, seriously. Tarasov, he's a backup. He was doing pretty decent for Columbus. But we're not taking Blackwood from them. Merzlinkins, no, we're not taking Merzlinkins. Carey Price, no. Markstrom, Jake Allen, no. Korpisalo, Georgiev, no. Primu, no. Gustafson, no. Philly, Hart. Yeah, there's no other teams that actually have a good goaltender tandem where they have like two good goaltenders. It's just everyone has a goaltender. As in Anafelt. How was he? 10-6, 9-15. He wasn't doing too bad in the playoffs. Eisenfeld or Anafelt, drafted 3rd round, 24 years old, cheap. I think that might be somebody to go with. But I'll leave this up to you guys. What should we do with this team? I just seen now maybe if you were thinking about it, maybe Washington realistically. Samsonov, you have Ninimani, but you would want Ninimani to kind of come in slowly into the league and just slowly develop him. I think that would be probably their plan with Samsonov, and then he'd probably be dropped off to free agency or maybe even wanting to be. So maybe we do go and make a cheap deal after somebody, right? You try to trade or pick up Stuart Skinner, you might have to deal with a no movement clause. Like here, I'll spin the wheel on some goaltenders right now for you guys, so you guys have a base idea of what we'll be looking at, right? So we have NFL, the 82 overall goaltender who has never started ever for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's just been a decent backup for them. So we will do all these goaltenders that have 2 years. So we'll do Frederick Anderson first. Frederick Anderson's contract. I don't know what will look like. I'm hoping it's not too bad. But Frederick Anderson's contract will be a no movement clause. So Frederick Anderson is practically a no-go, I think, because of that fact that it's a no movement clause. It'll be a pain in the ass. If shit hits the fan, right? Then we're stuck with, I mean, it's only going to be a year, but I don't want to be stuck with no goaltender that is going to play like shit. And especially these guys are not looking statistically too great. Like, honestly, though, they're not looking statistically too great. Same with Skinner. Full no movement clause. And also our old boy, Linus Ullmark. So NFL might be the guy that we go with. But I'll wait to see what you guys think in the comments section below. As Ullmark wants a no trade clause. So that wouldn't be too hard to trade. But you would have to trade him to a playoff team. So here's the defenseman. If you guys think about any defenseman coming into the team, you guys can pick any. Just comment down below, and I will take a look at them in the next episode. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end things here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. In the next episode, we're going to be taking the Detroit Red Wings into the next year, finishing up free agency and stuff like that, which should be a very exciting episode. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.